Greetings. I'm the Reverend Jen Fenner of Epworth United Methodist Church. We continue in this 3-week series focused on the story of resurrection. This week we're in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 27 today, verses 62 through 65. This is literally after Jesus has been crucified and his body has been placed in the tomb by Joseph of Arimathea. Verse 62 of chapter 27 says, "The next day was the day after preparation. The chief priests and the Pharisees went to Pilate. 'Sir,' they said, 'we remember something that liar said when he was still alive. He claimed, "After 3 days I will rise again." So give the order to make the tomb secure until the 3rd day. If you don't, his disciples might come and steal the body. Then they will tell the people that Jesus has been raised from the dead, and this last lie will be worse than the first.' 'Take some guards with you,' Pilate answered. 'Go, make the tomb as secure as you can.' So they went and made the tomb secure. They put a royal seal on the stone and placed some guards on duty." It's interesting to me, the choice of words in verse 63. Literally, the chief priests and the Pharisees, not even the Roman guards, are the ones who are most concerned about the possibility that Jesus could rise from the dead. And they call him straight out a liar. They claim that his claim that he will rise again in 3 days is an outright lie, and that if people were given access to the tomb where Jesus was laid, they might indeed steal the body, and then that lie would be worse than the first. And so they're given, again, more Roman backing to make the tomb secure, putting what is called a royal seal on the stone and adding some guards to keep watch. We know that one of the greatest tools that the enemy uses against us is deceit. And I think it's interesting that here the chief priest's primary concern is that the people who follow Jesus would deceive others. And yet the truth is, in their desire to protect the world from deceit, they're actually seeking to contain the very power of God, God's self. It didn't matter how many stones were put in front of the opening to this limestone cave where Jesus' body was. It didn't matter how many guards that they placed on duty. It didn't matter how secure that they thought the tomb was. The truth is that the power of God cannot be detained. And somehow I think the chief priests and the Pharisees knew that they were losing, that the true liars and the true deceit lied within them and not within Jesus. There's something about coming to the end of a struggle and becoming desperate to hold on to power. And I invite us to reflect on our own lives, times when we have been holding on to a lie or holding on to a deceit. And we work as hard as we can to prop up the structures that would keep it where it is. We put a bigger stone in front as an obstacle. We place guards or violence or some kind of security around it. And at the end of the day, the truth will always prevail. The truth will lead to freedom. And the truth is, of course, synonymous with God. Today, I invite you to consider little lies that you hold on to that maybe need to be let go of instead of reinforced. And today, I invite you to consider that nothing can contain not only God and God's Spirit, but the truth that comes with God. And I invite you today, even if you are afraid, to step into the truth of who God is. Thank you, Lord, for all of the aspects that are revealed in this story. Keep us mindful, God, that the enemy would indeed seek to keep us from knowing the truth, and that deception and lies and extra effort at times is invested in keeping us from you. Turn us back to you that we would faithfully follow you and be bearers of the truth, not defenders of what has clearly passed away. In Jesus' name.